How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of double IPA, Texas hopeful goodness in the form of Spindletap Brewing's Faded double IPA. Yeah, just got my hair cut today. Barbershop-based beer. Let's do it. As far as what it says in here, Spindletap Brewing Faded double IPA. On the back here, it says government warning stuff. Spindletap Brewing, Houston, Texas. On the bottom, she be high and tight. That's what this would be called. And it was canned about 2.5 weeks ago. Barber pole label. It's okay. I dig it. I like it. They must be in cahoots with the barber. I can get down with that. Done and done. This beer comes courtesy of Rob. Thank you very much. Rob from Texas sent me off a big old box of Texas hops and barrel-aged goodness, so I can't be more than... I was going to say can't be more than appreciative. I am more than appreciative they actually sent it off. So this is actually the first beer I'm cracking of that group. What do we have here? Rich, dense orange core to it. A little bit of kind of lightness on the edges. Nothing too crazy. Super tight Quebec bubbles up top. Infinite creaminess. She looks like a hazy. I think this is only the second. Might have been first or second. No, well, it was the second or third Spindletap I've done. I've done their Houston Haze. There might be one more in there. I don't remember. Kind of excited to dive in because I liked what I had. Nose. Not a big, huge, gigantic nose. It's just a muted orange sweetness. I'm getting that rich kind of orange hop presence. It's definitely just kind of orange, just orangey orange base citrus. You know, whether it be a just regular kind of navel orange running your gamut to your kumquat down to your kind of tangerine, that kind of thing kind of floating around. And there's a soft bittering. Sure, it's like a soft green bittering, nothing too crazy. It smells like a dense beer. You actually go to get a huff of it. It's like almost like it's a little bit harder to kind of pull into your nose. It has this kind of heft to it. Yeah, bigger beer. What's the ABV in this? A double IPA. I don't know if they actually throw down the ABVs in this sucker. So she smells like a big one. Let's dive in. Cheers. Okay, I can get down with that. It's not a huge, over-the-top, explosive double IPA. You get that orange portion really shows, and it shows in a very kind of almost creamsicle kind of way. It doesn't taste like there's lactose in it. There's no lactose in it. But I'm assuming there's a crazy amount of oats in it. It gives you a little bit of that kind of lactose vibe combined with that orange. It's almost like a drop, just put a couple drops of vanilla inside a little bit of Sunny D. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from that kind of orange hot presence. What really is the start of the show is this big, huge biting bitterness. It stays relatively generic throughout. Sure, it leans green, a little bit of pulling weed, a little bit of smoking weed, a little bit of kind of that danky kind of weediness, but it's just big and it's biting and it's inviting in a good way, especially if you like the big, huge kind of hoppy goodness. When it leans in the green. That's pretty much it. There's a weird portion in there I can't nail. I don't know what it is. So I'd stop short of saying off-putting. Yeah, there's a little bit of an astringent kind of green in there too. It's not like a hop burn either. It's like an astringency. I believe it's coming from some portion of the hop, almost like if you ever eat like fresh green beans and you get like a big portion of the stem that's not part of the green bean, it's more of the part of the root that's connected to, and it has that kind of astringent vegetal thing going on. It has a little bit of that going on. It doesn't throw off the whole beer, but it's there, so it kind of keep that in your mind's eye. But all in all, I think it's fun. Simple beer. This is not complex stuff. They're literally just saying, here's a bunch of huge green, here's a bit of like sweet orange, have at it. We're not fucking around. Not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, it's almost like there's so much kind of oats in there. I want to say that could be it too. It could be tasting the actual oats portion of the addition. Watch. The burgers will actually be like, there's no oats in there at all. But yeah, it just almost has this kind of slightly, if you were to add a kind of lactose addition without an overt sweetness, it has that extra added kind of creaminess to it. I think it's nice. I think it's fun. I don't know the ABV. Hopefully this is right around 8.5, because if it's way less, that's awesome. If it's way more, that's dangerous. But I'm guessing it's right around 8.5. It's a big, hefty double IPA that delivers the bits and pieces that if you're looking for a big, huge, hazy kind of double IPA, this is definitely going to suit you proper. Is it one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late? It's on the outside looking in. There's just ones that turn me on more than this. It lacks a little pizzazz to get itself to that point. So while it's a nice beer, I'm not necessarily knocking it I'm not necessarily knocking it in general. I'm just saying there's other ones that have really just done me more proper. Value availability, I have no idea. Maybe Rob can chime in and leave you with, if you like, what will you like this beer? If you like big, huge double IPA hazies, man, because this is going to do you proper. It just ticks those marks. So if you like those, if you like the big, hop forward, Deepas. Yeah, I said Deepa. I hate that. But I'll say it anyway. Burps. You'll enjoy this one. There we go. Another review in the books. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out. Social media stuff. Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing a whole podcasting stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little double IPA right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.